If you've ever tried to move around a motorcycle that weighs roughly the third of a small family saloon, then you'd appreciate one of these. So this is the U-turn motor mover, and it comes in two sizes. It comes in regular for, you know, your Honda sports bikes and that kind of thing. It comes in XL for big fat things like Harleys and Goldwings and Valkyries and what have you. So I got this because I only had a small space to move it round in, and it was almost impossible to try and do a 1,000,000-point turn. So I got this, and it is brilliant. I had a look at several different makes. I had a look at the Sealy type ones that they've only got tiny wheels on them. And although the adverts for the motor, and actually for all of the motorcycle movers, all the pro adverts, they show you ideal conditions with a perfectly straight surface, perfectly flat surface, as they do with the demo for one of these. But what's it like in a real world garage? And by the way, this is clear in terms of what it used to look like. So with all sorts of clutter and stuff on the floor that can stop the wheels from moving, anyway, it is quite challenging, but this makes fairly light work of it. So I'll just show you briefly the operation. So you've got this bar that simply goes onto this pivot here, and you move it forward, and that lifts up the wheel basket, which raises the wheels front and rear. And once the bike is lifted into position, well, then you just push it around, and it really does make very light work of it. So if you've got a confined space, these things are absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look at it in operation in a very cluttered garage. I know, a heavy one like that, easy. So, if you've got a big old lump like that to move round in a confined space, and especially if the floor area or the area that you're moving around on isn't perfectly, absolutely mirror finished, then really you can't beat one of these. These are made in Germany. I had to wait for quite a while for this to come from. I ordered it through DR Bikes. They're about 380 quid, something like that, and then there's probably a tenner delivery. So about 400 quid, we'll see one to your door, but there will be a lead time. I think I had to wait about 6 weeks for it, and it came from Ace Bikes in Germany. German manufacturing, eh? Clever stuff, very nice indeed. But the biggest bonus with this is, well, apart from the ease of operation, what sets it apart from all of the other motorcycle movers, in my opinion, is the size of those wheels. So, with all of that said, I shall thank you ever so much for tuning in, as always, and I'll see you whenever the next one may be. Oh, it's Wednesday, isn't it, the next one? Yeah. All right, adios, amigos. Ta-ra.